Okay. Whew. I do find this quite stressful, actually, funny enough. Right, let's do dram C then, shall we? So this one is, as I say, another cask strength offering, and this is at 55.1% ABV. So we will just, again, just pour the dram. But that was actually really nice, that one. That was far better than the first dram that I had. Well, good day, everybody, and welcome to my channel, Whisky Journey. Today I'm going to be continuing with the cask strength blind tasting. If you saw my first video on it, I did Dram A, and this was quite a rough one, to be absolutely frank. I thought this was a Glenfarclas, maybe 8 to 10 years old tops. But we'll be doing Dram B and Dram C today. I'm going to be doing 2 and then 2 the next day. Okay, so let's see what Dram B says. So this is Dram B, cask strength, and 58.2% ABV. So quite high strength as well. So I'm just going to seal, I'm just going to open it up if I can, and we'll pour a dram. Okay, that's the dram poured. And like last time, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes and to try and guess exactly what this dram is. I have no idea what distillery it's from. Purely blind. The only thing I do know, of course, is the ABV. So what do we say? 58.2%. I will get my timer ready. Right, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, there we go. Right, so color-wise, I'm thinking refill sherry, possibly. Ooh, that's very nutty. Very nutty. Very sweet as well. So definitely some dried fruit characters. This is going to be difficult, I think. I'm not sure what this is, but they're huge walnuts. There's loads and loads of nuts, peanuts. Yeah. Definitely some sherry cask influence, as I've said already, and with the dried fruit character. A little bit of some raisins as well, raisinated fruits. Right, that's about nearly a minute gone, so I'm just gonna have a wee taste. It's a little bit closed still, so let's just have a quick taste. Loads of sherry character, raisins, walnuts, peanuts, a little bit of malted barley as well. A little bit tannic, a little bit of wood, a little bit herbal as well. That's a lot nicer than the first one that I had. A lot nicer. Not as rough. Still quite high ABV, but certainly not getting as much alcohol sting on the tongue. Let's add a few drops of water though, just to see if that changes the profile. I'm going to add about 4 drops. That's nearly 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Nice aftertaste. Nice finish. Quite drying. Sweet. Quite sweet, this one. Not getting any bitterness really, so let's just try it quickly with those 4 drops of water. This one's got me a bit stumped. I'm not sure what this one is. Right. Those walnuts and peanuts have been pushed slightly, becoming more aromatic. Some floral hints as well, some honey notes. Yeah, definitely some dried fruit character, but maybe not quite as prominent on the nose with water. Some malted barley. That honey note is really lovely. I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking there would be a lot more sherry character to this, but there's even a bit of earth and a bit of soil as well in the background. Touch herbal. I'm not sure what this is. I was maybe thinking Ardnamurchan, but it doesn't have any peat to it, and I haven't drunk that much Ardnamurchan to be able to identify if this is Ardnamurchan. There's definitely a little bit of soil. Right, I need to move on. That's 4 minutes now, so only a minute left. Quite a nice oily arrival, a bit more spiciness in the finish, a bit more wood. Still getting lovely peanuts and walnuts and fruity. Maybe a hint of tropical fruits there as well. A bit of mango perhaps. A bit of more dry fruit character coming out in the finish. Right. That's 5 minutes up. So, what do I think this is? I honestly don't know. As I say, 58.2% ABV, dried fruit character, some malted barley, some fruitiness, nuts. I'm really not sure. Yeah, I'm absolutely stumped. No idea what this is. So this is a pure guess. I'm going to say Glenallachie, possibly. Glenallachie cask strength, perhaps. If you ask me which batch, I wouldn't have a clue. I've had quite a few Glenallachie cask strengths, and I get a little bit of character from that, in my opinion. I mean, it's sherried as well. I do feel that the Glenallachie cask strengths that I have had have been far more sherried than this particular dram, so I'm probably wrong with my assessment on this one. So yeah, my bet, Glenallachie cask strength for that one. Okay. Whew. I do find this quite stressful, actually, funny enough. Right, let's do dram C then, shall we? So this one is, as I say, another cask strength offering, and this is at 55.1% ABV. So we will just again just pour the dram. But that was actually really nice. That was far better than the first dram that I had. Definitely more maturity, or felt like it had more maturity, but more complexity on the palate, and more interesting in my opinion. Right, so dram C. Okay, so that's the dram poured. Again, same rules, 5 minutes, and then I have to decide on what it is. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, action. There it goes. Right, so let's have a wee nose first on this one. That is mega sweet. That is very, very sweet. Candy, golden syrup, maple syrup. Can't really get past that maple syrup. That is really, I don't think I've had a dram that smelt so much like maple syrup on the first nosing. Candy floss, nuttiness, some pecans, but candy pecans. little bit of earth, tiny hint of earth from the nose. Some fruits, but for me unidentifiable because of the amount of sweetness I'm getting from the nose with that maple syrup note. Could just pour this on pancakes. That's what it smells like. My God. Right. I'm going to have a quick taste and see what we get on this one. Honeyed. For some reason, again, I might be completely wrong with my assessment. I'm thinking this is a grain, but I could be completely wrong. It tastes a little bit different to single malt in my opinion, but again, I could be wrong. But loads of honey, some spiciness from the barrel, some vanillas, some dried fruit character. Again, part of me thinks this is again possibly refill sherry. Honey, vanilla, a little bit of fruit. Interesting. I'm not sure though. I'm thinking grain, possibly. Right. That's just over 2.5 minutes now, so I need to move again. So we'll add 3 drops of water to this and see what we get. Pardon me. Right, let's just see what we get on the nose. Very, very interesting, this one. Maybe not quite as nice as the Glen, well, I think it's Glenallachie, but not as nice as this Mystery Dram here. Again, maple syrup, loads and loads of golden syrup, maple syrup. Just so sweet. I think the only thing with this dram is that maple syrup note overpowers everything else. I mean, it just smells like maple syrup on toast. Buttery maple syrup on toast. Right. Some nuts. On the nose, there's a slight bit of earth, like I said with the first nosing. Right, let's just get this on the palate and see if anything's changed. I'm a bit stumped with this one as well, I'm not sure. Palate's a bit softer. Some maltiness. Honey. Some floral notes as well on the end. A bit of spiciness from the barrel. Part of me thinks now maybe it's not a grain. But it definitely doesn't taste like a single malt to me. So I'm still going to go with a grain, I think, for my final thoughts on this one. So I think that's my 5 minutes just about up. Yep, that's my 5 minutes up. Right, so I need to make a decision. So I think that Dram C is, this particular one, the Mystery Dram, I'm going to go with something like a Gervin, perhaps. Maybe not that old, really. Maybe up to 15 years old, perhaps. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Gervin, could be a Cameron Bridge, could be any other grain, I don't know. It might not even be a grain, it probably isn't. Very difficult one to assess, this one. So yeah, anyway, Gervin, maybe 15 years old, tops. yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see. Right, guys. Okay, so I'm not going to do any more. I'll leave these other two for the next day, or tomorrow. So I thought Mystery Dram B, I thought that was a Glenallachie cask strength. Can't tell you which batch. That's my guess. And this one, complete guess. Possibly a grain, but I don't know. Thinking it's Girvan, maybe up to 15 years old tops. Okay. Right. I always find this quite stressful. It's quite funny when you put yourself under pressure and you need to know, you need to try and work something out very quickly. It's your mind starts playing tricks on you, and your brain is telling you it's maybe one thing, but then you probably know that you're going to probably be wrong. So I love doing these tastings. Actually, very interesting and quite entertaining for me. I hope it's entertaining for you as well. Okay, guys. So as I said, tomorrow I will do these last two, and then I will find out what the results are. Okay. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoy my content, and if you do, then please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because it's always appreciated. But as usual, guys, there's not much else to say, except have a fantastic day, and I'll see all of you again very soon. Take care, guys. Cheers.